everyone, it's Sam with Lovely Scrappin', and I'm here with another design team project for Lindy Stamp Gang, and this is my very first art journal layout, or spread, I don't even know what to call it. I recently received this journal from my friend Joanne for Christmas, and so I wanted to start my first spread. And so yesterday, New Year's Day, I did this, and I was super excited. I did do a start to finish on it, so that will give you some more details on how I achieved the looks that I had done. And right off the bat, I just want to thank Lee Moore, and as well as Rachel 113, I think her YouTube channel is, and Anna Dabrowska, she's Finnabair. All three of those ladies, I got inspiration, and I learned a lot from Lee Moore on some techniques on how to achieve different looks, and some things I just sort of winged it. And anyways, those that's where my inspiration came from, because I'm of course brand new to art journaling, and I thought it would be a super fun New Year's resolution for this year to start just journaling, you know, the way I'm feeling, and try to do my goal is to just do a spread in like one sitting, you know, just do something quick and just a way of expressing myself. I don't really care the way it turns out. I'm not going to be too critical of myself. I'm just going to express myself in my work. So that's what I've done here. I've done it very grungy and lots of fun with the Lindy sprays. I'm calling it New Beginnings because, of course, it's a new year and new beginnings. This art journal is the new beginning for me. So I wanted to use this picture of my daughter looking down this path. I used this picture in a canvas that I had done earlier, and I just love it so much because it has so much. You can interpret it in so many ways. So new beginnings, me going down this path kind of thing. But of course it's my daughter. But I just love my daughter. She's a big part of my life, obviously. So I wanted to incorporate that picture. So I'm not going to go in a lot of detail about this, you guys. I will do a voiceover on the start to finish, and it will I'll just go into more details as I'm creating it, you know, during the start to finish, and let you know what sprays I've used, different techniques and whatnot. So this is it. I'll take some still pictures, and it'll give you a better idea of what it looks like. I did add a couple things afterwards, after I'd finished filming, like this stamp here and this here, and I didn't show it in my start to finish video. So this is what it looks like. It's just, I think it was just one of those Michael's $1.50 cling stamps. So that's what that is, probably Studio G or whatever the name brand is. So it's just one of those, and so I used that there and there, and I did some outlining with a Copic marker, because I want to get some, you know, charcoal pens and stuff like that to do some more smudge techniques and stuff, but I just outlined some areas and did some doodles, and I sprayed this part and this part. I didn't quite capture, I don't know what happened to my camera. It didn't record. I thought I was recording, but after I realized and I looked at my phone, it wasn't recording. But anyways, I had used this stencil here from the Crafters Workshop, and I used the diamonds here. So, and I just used the Toto Tornado Black. Flat Fabio Toto's Tornado Black for that. And I like it because I wanted to tone it down somewhat, so I did some spraying over top, and it kind of caused a little bit of leakage, like smudge and watercolor sort of effect, so it's sort of a smudged look. So I like the way that turned out. So anyways, you guys, yeah, lots of fun texture on this layout, lots of shimmer. You guys can see it with the lighting there. I apologize for the lighting. Again, it's nighttime, so I don't have the best lighting now. But anyways, you guys, that is my first art journal spread. I had a lot of fun creating it, and I can't wait to continue more on my journey of art. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoy the start to finish. Take care. Bye now.
Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is just taking some gesso and just painting over both of the pages. And I realized after my train of thought sort of changed, but I could have probably held off on this step until after I pasted down my book page paper, which I'm going to be doing now. So all I'm doing is just ripping up my dictionary paper here and just sort of figuring out whereabouts I want to have it on my page. And then I'm just going to use Mod Podge Matte to just adhere it down. I'm quite a fan of Mod Podge. You guys have probably figured that out. And then I'm just taking the gesso now. So this is where I could have skipped the earlier gesso stage and just did the gesso here. And I'm laying down the gesso in particular because I want to tone down the book page, the dictionary font. I wanted it to be sort of just a faint in the background. And also I want to lay down the gesso to help the sprays and paints and inks adhere to the page. It's like a primer. And here I'm just ripping up some masking tape and just putting it in random places. And I'm just sort of marking down my photo where it's going to go. And then I'm just going to continue adding some more different elements down before I start. I didn't want to adhere the picture down quite yet, just because I wanted to get an idea of where some things were going to go first, and then do a little bit of spraying, and then I'd adhere my photo afterwards. And this is just some of that, what is it called anyways? It's like it's adhesive, sort of like a mesh. It's for, I think it's for helping to patch holes in walls, and you put your spackling on it. I think I'm not a pro, you guys. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry. And now I'm just adhering, just making sure that it's reinforced with a little bit of Mod Podge. And then I'm just taking some ruler tape and just adding some down on my page. And this is a vintage one I actually found at an antique store. I love like the distressed look, like the color and just the feel of it. It's pretty cool. So now I decided I wanted to use some Lindy spray. So I'm just putting some paper down, and that's the Grab-A-Guy Gold Starburst spray. I'm just kind of spraying it in some random areas and then just letting it drip down. And my heat tool busted, you guys, so I still haven't replaced it, so I'm using my hair dryer. It works. Now I'm using Tainted Love Teal, Lindy's Starburst spray, and again doing the same thing and letting it drip down and then heat setting it. I think I've had that hair dryer, you guys, for like, oh, it must have been over 8 years. It's still my trusty hair dryer. Now I'm just adhering my photo down with some Mod Podge matte and just sealing it down nicely. And then I'm taking some Liquitex modeling paste and just putting it all, like pretty much framing the picture with it. I'm just kind of covering up the edges of the picture with it. And this, I learned to do this technique from Lee Moore. I watched one of her tutorials on doing this. And while that sets, I just decided to adhere down my ruler tape, just sort of have it blend in with the modeling paste. So the end of it, the one end closest to the picture, is a little bit covered with modeling paste. And I decided to just adhere the one down below. Again, covering it a little bit with the modeling paste. And now I'm taking some trim, and this is from Kathy, my winnings, and I absolutely love this. And this is from A Thing for Bling. Her store, Etsy store, is A Thing for Bling, and this lace is like got little hearts. It reminds me of a banner. I just love it, so I had to incorporate it in here. And because I am kind of going with a few different type of heart elements, like I'll stamp hearts here afterwards too, so it sort of went with the heart theme. And I'm just using just the fabric glue, Fabri-Tac, or whatever you call it. Or No-Sew, I think it's called No-Sew by Aliens. And this is the Ledger stencil by the Crafters Workshop. Absolutely love this. I purchased it from Sky Blue Pink, you guys. $5, the best deal ever. So I had to get it because I could not find it anywhere else. And I just love this. It's one of my favorites. So I'm just using the modeling paste here and using the stencil in random spots on the page. And then what I'm doing here is scraping off the excess off the stencil. I don't like to waste anything, and just adding a few more bits of the paste around the ruler tape here and around the picture a little bit. And now these are the canvas letters I got from my friend Tina. She gave to me in a rack. I absolutely love these, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use the letters for new, to spell out new, and then I'm going to stamp the beginnings. And what I'm doing is just taking more dictionary paper, and I actually chose the page that had begin on it in the dictionary, and it's just sort of like a hidden thing that only I would really know, really. And then I just whitewashed it with some gesso, and now I'm just stamping with my Martha Stewart Alpha stamps to spell out beginnings. And then I'll just rip each one of those letters out. And then I just use vintage photo Tim Holtz Distress ink just to distress each one of those letters. Now I'm just adhering down some twine here I got in a rack from Sabine. Thank you so much, Sabine. I love this stuff. I've been using it a lot. It's just so thick, and I just love the natural look of it. So I wanted to put some up there and then also incorporate some in some random areas. But first I wanted to take some moonshadow ink, and this is the burnished brass, I think it was. And I'm just taking my it's actually my gesso container to make like a coffee ring mark on my page in random spots. Now I'm just taking my paintbrush and just adding some more of the moon shadow ink onto the spots that I want to tint it more of like a brown color. And you guys, I will post a link down below to my blog, and I'm going to list all of the Lindy's Stamp Gang products that I used in this project there, so be sure to check it out. I'm just taking a sponge tool and just adding a little bit more different texture with the Moonshadow ink and going along the borders of my page just to add a little bit of a edge to it, distressed edge. And I'm just adhering some more of the twine just with some hot glue. And I just decided I wanted to spray a little bit more of the Tainted Love Teal, just to add a little bit more of the nice blued color. My trusty hair dryer. And now I'm just adhering down the canvas letters that spell new, again with the no-sew fabric glue. And then I just, poured a little bit of my Tainted Love Teal Starburst spray into just a container just to paint a little bit more of the texture paste that's still white along the border of the picture. I'm kind of painting onto the picture as well a little bit. And adding a little bit of blue to the letters as well. And I'm just going to adhere down my beginnings, just the paper. I'm just using the tacky glue from Aleene's. And I'm just taking my Prima Distress tool that I just got from Christmas from Joanne. Thanks so much, Joanne. And I'm just using the wire bristle end to distress the photo and just add some scratches to it. And I kind of liked the sort of lined look of the white, and I bring that out more into the journal layout here in a little bit with some gesso. Spraying some more gold. Grab a guy gold and letting it drip down a bit. I'm using the end. I just took the sprayer out of the bottle and used the end to add some more of the gold onto the pages, which is just what I was doing there. And here I lost footage. I don't know what happened, you guys, but I just used that stencil and I used the Toto's Tornado Black Flat Fabio spray to get the black diamonds with that stencil. Sorry, you guys, I don't know what happened to the footage. And what I'm doing now is spraying over top parts of that stenciled image to kind of blend it and make it smeared a little bit so it wasn't so bold. I want it to look more distressed and soft around some of the edges. So here I'm just taking a marker and just outlining some of the spots around the letters and some of the trims and just some elements that I wanted to highlight a little bit more. And just using a little bit of gesso now to add some of those white lines I mentioned. I just sort of go randomly in the page where I want. It almost kind of reminds me of like rain, you know, when rain is pouring down, like a still image of rain. Sort of reminds me of that. So I just wanted to add some white just to give some highlights to the layout. Sorry about the shadow, you guys. It's nighttime now. I'm doing this on New Year's Day, so I wanted to finish it. And I did do some things off camera too. I did some of the squiggle details and I wrote January 1st, 2013 on the left side of the page just to date my journaling. And yeah, so I just added a few things off camera as well. As well as in the photos you'd notice the hearts I stamped on. And that pretty much finishes it up, you guys. So I hope you liked this project. It's my very first art journaling. Again, my New Year's resolution for 2013. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye now.